and welcome back to my channel. Today's yoga flow is going to be for flexibility. Flexibility is a really important thing to keep going throughout your whole life because it's very easily lost. It's good for your joints, it's good, opens up your hips, just makes you more flexible, it prevents problems. Obviously makes you more flexible, that's stupid. Yeah, funnily enough, flexibility does make you more flexible. But it's just a really important thing to keep going, especially when you're older. You will thank yourself for just putting in like a few moves a day. You can do it while you're waiting for the kettle to boil. But we're just going to put it together in a flow for you today. For this practice, you will need a strap. If you don't have one of these, you can use a scarf or a tie or anything that you've got lying around the house that you can just wrap around your foot. If you're really into yoga, you can buy these dirt cheap on Amazon, they're like 99p. So yeah, let's get started. So we're going to start today just in a nice comfortable seat, just lengthening the spine, maybe closing the eyes just for a couple of breaths. Really connecting with the breath, get in touch with your own rhythm. The whole thing about a flexibility practice is the more you work with your own breath, the further you can go, the more you can push yourself. So it's really important to get that strong, like audible breath, like the ocean breath. So just take a moment here, feeling the stomach rise. I'm just going to bring the right hand to the earth. Inhale to sweep the left hand up overhead, maybe coming onto the forearms. This is a really good stretch for the whole left side of your body. So making sure you're not collapsing here. The chest is nice and open. Inhaling to come up, exhaling to fold to the other side. I'm filming this just after Easter. And literally all I've done for the last week is eat Mars bars, so this is quite difficult. Inhaling to come up, exhaling to just fold to the other side again. So folding to the right hand side, releasing any strain in the neck. Inhaling to come up, exhaling to fold to the left. Just take a nice deep breath. Inhaling to come up. Just going to bring the soles of the feet together. Maybe bringing the hands around the feet. Again, just maybe untucking the fleshy bits of bum. And you're just going to fold the hands over the feet, just slowly walk down into butterfly. Just open the hips, aiming to keep a nice straight back. Maybe bringing the elbows into the knees if that's accessible to you, and you can kind of help to push the knees towards the floor. Just 2 more deep breaths here. Inhaling to lift up. Just going to bring the right leg out long. The left foot comes into the right thigh. Just flexing those right toes up towards the ceiling. This is where you can grab your strap if you need. So just wrapping the strap around the foot. Inhale to come up to lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold over that right toe. Keeping a straight spine. So if you're just here today, then that is absolutely fine. We will get there. The whole thing about flexibility is you have to really work at it. It's not going to come super quick. Aiming to get the chin towards the knee. So like I was saying before, really working with the breath. And every exhale, just seeing if you can surrender into the pose, sink a little deeper. Just taking 2 more deep breaths here. Inhaling to come up. Just switching over legs, so bringing the left leg out long, the right foot into the left thigh. Again, just untucking the fleshy bits of bum, so you're actually on the sit bones. Inhale, sweep the hands up overhead. Exhale to fold over. Just to wherever feels good for you. Again, aiming to have a straight spine, so you're not super rounded. Even though that does feel good, that's not what we're going for today. So it really helps as well to flex the toes towards the sky, just for that tiny bit of extra stretch. Just taking 2 more deep breaths here. Inhaling to come up. We're just going to come over into a tabletop. We're just going to do some opening the gates. I don't know what they're actually called, leg lifts, knee lifts, something. So we're going to inhale to open the knee up towards the right hand side. Exhale to close. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. This is one of my favourite moves because it's really good for your bum and your legs and your core and flexibility. It's also one of the most silly looking moves, but so just doing 1 more here, finding stillness and coming to the other side. So inhale to open the knee up, exhale to close. Last one. Just taking the knees as wide as the mat, bringing the toes together, sending the hips back, stretching the hands out long, just let the head relax onto the floor. Maybe bringing the left hand and wrapping it round towards the right hip crease. Releasing that hand, bring the right hand round into the left hip. Really aiming to sink the bum back onto the floor. Just releasing that hand. Pushing up to come onto the knees. We're just going to switch around. That wasn't a very smooth flow, but and come to lie on the back. So from here again, you can take your strap and you're just going to wrap it around the left foot, keeping the right leg on the floor. Inhale to raise the left leg up towards you, trying to keep the shoulders on the mat. Just seeing how far you can pull your leg towards your body. Maybe closing the eyes. With every exhale, seeing if you can pull just a tiny bit closer. Taking a deep inhale. And exhale to just drop that left leg out towards the left side. So using your hand on the mat for support, your right hand. Just seeing if you can pull that left foot up towards near your head. Not like this, like this. Engage the core, press into the mat with a hand. Inhale to come up. Exhale to lower all the way down to the mat. Just swapping sides to the right leg. Inhale to pull it up towards you. Maybe noticing the difference between each leg. So again, like I said, if you've got a strap or a tie, this is something that you can just do multiple times in a day, just to slowly increase flexibility. Even just before bed. I know it looks crazy, but on an exhale, just dropping it out towards the right hand side. I've got a wall here, so I'm just going to chill on the wall. Just taking a few deep breaths here. Again, aiming to pull that leg close towards the head. So eventually we want to be able to grab the toes with our peace fingers. Pressing through the floor. Inhale to come up. Exhale to lower all the way down. Just letting go of that strap. We're just going to press our hands firmly into the mat. Make sure that our back is connected. Maybe tuck the knees into the chest first, and then send them out up long. Just seeing if we can hold here. You can bring the arms up in front as well, into waterfall. Bringing the hands down, press them into the mat. I'm just going to really slowly start to lower the legs, keeping the back flat on the mat. Again, taking the knees into the chest. Just rolling a couple of times up and down the back. Coming back up to a seat position. Just bringing both legs out long. Again, if you want to use a strap, go ahead, it'll give you a bit more like leeway to where you can go. Inhaling to bring the hands up. Exhaling to fold forward over the feet. Pulling the toes towards the body. Aiming to have a nice straight spine. Just taking 2 more deep breaths. Inhaling to come up, exhaling to lower the hands. I'm just going to come back into a tabletop. Just going to tuck the toes, spread the fingers nice and wide, send the hips up into downward dog. Just holding here for 5 breaths. So reaching the heels towards the floor. Putting a generous bend in the knees, looking between the hands and stepping up. You're just going to hang here in ragdoll, so letting the head hang loose, letting the hands hang loose. You can bend the knees, bring the chest to the thighs. Pressing through the mat. You're going to slowly start to roll up. From here, you're just going to stand into Tadasana, so feet are hips width apart, hands are out by the sides. You're just going to inhale to raise the hands up overhead, exhale to bend to the right hand side, aiming to bring the hands parallel to the floor, just lowering the right hand down to the thigh. You're just going to curve the left fingers to face the floor, using that hand to really open the chest. A lot more difficult than it looks. Inhaling to come up, exhaling to fold to the other side. The left hand comes down to the thigh, the right fingers are pointed towards the floor. Inhaling to come up, standing back into Tadasana. Did I say that right? So again, you're just going to grab your strap here, and we are basically going to do exactly what we did on the floor but stood up. So you're going to wrap the strap around your right foot to start off with. Inhale to just bring the knee up, exhale to try and straighten that leg. Just finding balance here. So yeah, this is really good for balance too. Really engage your core. Just squeeze every single muscle in together. It always helps. So taking a deep inhale here. Exhale to open it out towards the right hand side. Really aiming to square the hips. Take a deep breath. Inhaling to come back. Exhale to lower. Coming to the left foot. So finding balance and strength in that standing leg. Inhale to lift the leg up. Exhale to just send it out towards the left hand side. Again, really aiming to square the hips. Inhaling back to centre. Exhale to lower. You see, I actually find that much harder with the strap. I don't know why. So we're going to try it without. So just finding balance in the left foot, making sure the toes are spread wide on the mat. Just going to inhale, bring the right leg up. Really engaging the thighs, squeezing the legs in together. Exhale to swing it out towards the left hand side. You can use the hand for a bit of support if that feels good. Inhaling to come back. Just seeing if you can come up a tiny bit higher. Inhale to lift that leg even more. And exhale to lower. You really should do this every day because I've not done it for a week and a half already. It's killing. So coming onto the right foot, just lifting the left leg out in front, pointing the toes towards the sky. Finding balance here. Exhale to send it out towards the left hand side. I hate Mars bars, I've gone right off Mars bars now. Inhale to come back to centre. Just seeing if you can lift that leg. Seeing if you can lift it even more. Exhale to lower. Just shaking the legs out. That is a painful one. You can really feel it in all your annoying muscles that you don't want to feel. So just to finish, we're just going to do a nice forward fold, classic forward fold. So bring the hands by the side. Inhale to raise them up overhead. Exhale to fold forward from the hips. Bring the hands to wherever is accessible to you at this point. So even if it's just up, just underneath the knees, just above the knees, whatever feels good for you. Maybe wrapping the peace fingers around the big toe. Just sending the elbows out to either side to get a bit more movement. Just staying here for 5 deep breaths. Making sure to bring the weight into the toes as well as the heels. Even to come just a little bit deeper on that exhale. Inhale to release the hands and slowly roll up. Just doing one more of them, just clasping the hands behind the back. Inhale to open the chest. Exhale to fold forward, bring the hands up and above the head. Oh, this is not a nice one. Just 2 more breaths here. Inhaling to come up. Just releasing the hands, coming to stand in Tadasana. Maybe putting a big smile on the face. So that wasn't necessarily a flow, but they're just a few good yoga poses that you can do anytime, pretty much. This leg one, you can do that just while you're waiting for the kettle to boil. I do this all the time, it really annoys everyone that I'm with. But yeah, it's great. That, to be honest, when I first started yoga I couldn't touch my toes, I couldn't do anything, and now I can grab my toe and pull it out here, and it's just from messing around in the kitchen. Just get yourself a strap, honestly. Props are definitely friends. It's not embarrassing to use a prop. I use props all the time, they're great. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to see you again. Not that I can see you, you're just my camera. I will see you again. Have a lovely day.